Hey everyone, it's Call Me Adam, and we are here live back at the Algonquin Hotel in the heart of New York City's theater district. And today we are talking with screenplay, television, and musical theater writer Michael Zam. Hi, Michael.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing okay.
Hey everybody, it's Adam, live and in person for you. Hey everybody, it's Adam, wonder who he'll interview. CallMeAdam.com.
I do want to focus a lot of the interview on Feud, Bette and Joan, because I'm loving the series.
Oh, thanks. I'm glad.
Every Sunday, my roommate and I, we make sure 10 o'clock we're there. How much of what you're writing is based on
fact.
On fact, and how much of it has been maybe stretched a little bit?
Remarkably, a lot of it is really true.
Was there a lot of documentation that you found?
We read like every bio we could, all that stuff. But we were kind of surprised at how much we kind of already knew. Like it was just sort of in the, since we were such movie people, and we felt like every gay guy knows all this stuff. They just learn it. I don't know, it's just part of the whole experience.
It just gets in there by osmosis.
It just get in there. So I felt like we knew, we kept being surprised at how much we knew. But what we found the most interesting were how many connections we kept making. And that kept surprising us. And I don't want to give some stuff away, but there are some things that you don't know yet that haven't been shown yet in the series because they've only done the first 5.
Right.
And you'll start to see that some of the things that you don't know yet that are part of the show do have a payoff that hopefully you won't expect. And I'm glad that I hadn't, that we were still able to write purely from the characters as we knew them.
And who else do you enjoy writing for?
Aldrich is great because he's so conflicted and I think he's a fascinating character. In our original screenplay, there wasn't much Mamacita, but obviously that's really fun. So when we were writing the episode and there's Mamacita stuff in it, that was like a nice, treat to get to write, these sort of dry, reaction lines.
And
yet,
and to get Jackie Hoffman is
that was
that
was such a great choice.
So incredible.
That was a great choice.
And she's like the perfect match. I couldn't imagine anybody else doing that role. And even if she's not saying something, just her look.
Yeah.
And
she's brilliant at deadpan.
Yeah.
She's just brilliant at it.
And out of everybody you write for, who do you feel most represents you?
The Allison Wright character, Pauline. When I'm watching it, I'm like, oh, I get that. I get that. Because she's really like the writer in the show.
Yeah.
Since they don't have the screenwriter character.
Right.
The real screenwriter, Pauline is somebody who wants to make a movie and she's been around it and she's like, has all these hopes and dreams and keeps wondering when is it going to happen for me. And immediately in some ways, obviously I have to relate to all the characters.
Right, of course.
I write about. But she feels like the one lately when I've watched it, I've been like, I get that.
Yeah.
So I get that feeling.
From writing this show, what did you learn about the Feud that you didn't know?
I think I learned stuff that isn't necessarily informational as much as I learned about what was probably going on around them that I hadn't thought about. Like, really, what is happening in the world at that time, that made this movie hit? What is it that made this type of project be the one that they felt was the right one to make together? So those types of things suddenly got illuminated.
I probably shouldn't admit this, but I'm going to. So I've actually never seen Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. But
you're taking away your gay card.
I know. After this story is over, then I will watch Whatever Happened to Baby Jane.
Yes. Okay, good.
Yes.
One of the things that's so much fun is when I've gone on Amazon or iTunes to look at something, and then I happen to see the movie chart, and I see that Baby Jane, which wouldn't have even been on the chart a while, is suddenly way up there in numbers. So that's really fun. That's a good sign that people are like, wait, what is this movie?
Yes.
Or I want to see it again.
Yes. This was a great way to sort of tie the next generation or several generations into something that happened so many years.
Well, one of the nice things is I've been hearing about people who are young who are watching it and seem to really like it, and that's really nice.
Yeah. Part of a new segment that I'm calling I Can See Clearly Now, where I'm trying to clear the air on misconceptions.
Okay.
So, as one of the writers of the show, what do you feel is one of the biggest misconceptions about Joan Crawford and Bette Davis?
I think about Joan is that she only had one side to her. that she was only naked ambition and, abusive mother. I definitely see why we know the other elements of her, because they're sensational and power, and a lot of that stuff's powerfully true. Of course it is, but I think the fact that there's more to her than that, and I think the thing about Bette was that she didn't have a warm side, and of course she did. Of course, everybody has it on some level, and I think you can see it in some of her films.
Yeah, in the show, you do see a glimmer of it with her daughter when she wants her to be in the film, and then that other one's like, oh, she's not. She ruins the film.
People have emotions.
Yeah.
They might not feel it's safe to show.
Right.
And she came from a very Yankee, upbringing where you weren't supposed to show emotions like that. And I think so. It probably wasn't on the surface so much, certainly publicly.
Right.
Just ask anybody who's had 'em. Adam lives for the business of show. Call me Adam.com.